Your Excellencies, Minister, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, together with the Lithuanian Gay League, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Swedish Embassy and to this press briefing on the occasion of the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia and Biphobia, in short, the Idahot Day. Today we celebrate the dignity of every person and underscore that all people deserve to be able to live free from fear, violence and discrimination, regardless of who we are and who we love, and to be able to be proud of ourselves. Fundamentally, it is about human rights for all. LGBT rights are human rights, and the full respect for human rights is also a cornerstone of democracy. The Swedish government is dedicated to defend and support LGBT+ rights. Here in Lithuania, our embassy has a long-standing partnership with the Lithuanian Gay League. Many other embassies here in Vilnius are also engaged in support of LGBT rights. And I'm therefore very pleased to see a number of colleagues from embassies here with us today. Today, 15 ambassadors accredited to Lithuania have also signed a joint statement which underlines the importance of LGBT+ rights and encourages Lithuania to take further steps to strengthen the situation for LGBT+ persons. This year, like last year, we are celebrating the Idahot Day in the midst of the pandemic. We have all been affected by the pandemic in one way or another, but some individuals and groups, including some LGBT+ persons, not least young ones, have been especially affected by the isolation and lack of support that the pandemic and the restrictions put in place have meant. In recent years, we have also witnessed a worrying trend when it comes to increase in hate speech and hate crime, both in Europe and other parts of the world, some of which is directed against LGBT+ individuals. This negative development makes it even more important that we stand up to defend and protect everyone's right to a life free from hate, violence and discrimination. So, let me now turn to today's program. We are very pleased to open with a message from the EU Commissioner for Equality, Helena Dalli. Thereafter, I'm very happy to invite Minister of Justice, Ewelina Dobrowolska, who's with us today, to say a few words. Afterwards, Vladimir will present the official brand new 2021 Rainbow Map of Europe. This will be followed by a presentation of this year's Baltic Pride Hero Awards, where we have the 3 winners with us here today. Then we will have an announcement on next year's Baltic Pride 2022. And lastly, there will also be an opportunity for questions and answers. And if anyone wants to make separate interviews after the event, you are most welcome to stay here in the embassy courtyard to do so. Finally, let me just note on COVID precautions. So could you please remain in your seats and during the briefing, and afterwards maintain distance as you leave. So with that, Vladimir.
Thank you, Ms. Ambassador Buxton. I hope that I pronounced good. I'm also proud and happy to welcome everyone to LGBT Freedom Zone. Thank you for joining us at this important day. We're glad that Ms. Ewelina Dobrowolska, Minister of Justice, is here with us, and I give a floor to her, please.
Your Excellency Ambassador, dear Mr. Simonko, members of the diplomatic community and friends of LGBT plus community in Lithuania. We live in interesting times indeed, and as in many uncertain times, it is time for leadership. I'm convinced that a true measure of our democracy is our ability to protect the most vulnerable. By standing with those discriminated upon, by saying no to hate and fear, we become truly stronger as a country, as society, as people. Today, on occasion of Idahot, I would like to make two commitments and make one wish for the future. First, I commit myself to champion the cause of equality and opportunity of non-discrimination in this government. Second, I'm prepared to do what it takes to rid our legal system of discriminating notion and demonstrate that we can do better in Lithuania. Finally, I truly and honestly hope that the progress in perception and attitudes that we have witnessed in Lithuania since the first Pride in 2009, where it seems that security personnel exceed the Pride participants, will be a story of transformation. And in 2022, Baltic Pride in Vilnius will be the moment of celebrate and enjoy our diversity. I'm grateful to Swedish Embassy and LGL for endless support. You can certainly count me as a ally and as a friend. Thank you.
In November 2020, Commission adopted a new European Union LGBTIQ equality strategy 2020-2025, developed under the responsibility of the first ever EU Commissioner for Equality, Helena Dalli. By the way, she joined us in 2019 at Baltic Pride in Vilnius. The new strategy builds the lesson learned from action carried out before with the aim to advance LGBTI equality. It includes a mix of legislative and non-legislative measures. And we have two videos, kind of interview with Helena Dalli, and I would like to ask Agla to show this short video on occasion of Idaho Day, please.
Why is Idaho so significant?
Because on this day, 31 years ago, the World Health Organization declassified homosexuality from a mental disorder. This decision paved the way towards wide recognition of LGBTIQ people as equal members of society and showed how harmful homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, and interphobia are.
What are you doing to mark it?
I mark this day by drawing attention to the plight of LGBTIQ people in Europe and around the world. I will participate to different events where I highlight the particular needs of different groups of the LGBTIQ community and the pathway towards the EU truly becoming an LGBTIQ freedom zone.
The Commission has a new strategy to support LGBTIQ people. What does it really mean in practice?
This is a comprehensive document with a vision and clear goals for the next few years. It includes different actions to tackle discrimination, ensure safety, build inclusive societies across Europe, and promote LGBTIQ equality globally.
Can you give us some concrete actions?
We will propose legislation to ensure that parenthood that is established in one EU country is automatically recognized in all other EU countries. In anti-discrimination, we are looking at the current role of equality bodies, aiming to reinforce it, and we will propose the inclusion of hate crime and hate speech in the list of EU crimes, thus opening the door for common EU-level legislation in this area.
What should the EU as an LGBTIQ freedom zone look like in practice?
It must be a space where LGBTIQ persons can simply be who they are and be free to live as they are without fear of consequences. For instance, holding your partner's hand in public without checking your surroundings beforehand, living in congruence with your gender without going through personal torment. Thus, a European Union where coming out as LGBTIQ will be a source of celebration and not fear, and where all institutions work to support all Europeans regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, or sex characteristics.
Having a positive role model can really make a difference. Do you have a personal hero?
Yes, I do. I am inspired by all those activists who work for the liberation of LGBTIQ people in unfavorable conditions, and yet, because they know that there is no other way to do things, persist. They persist with their work at great personal cost. They are my heroes, and they have helped me shape my proposals in this area.
Thank you so much for this interview to Helena Dali, because I have the personal feelings to her, because I know she's my good friend. And now I would like to draw your attention to the brand new rainbow map. And probably I will ask Agle to show them yes. This usually this rainbow map is made by our International Lesbian and Gay Association in Europe, and this is a kind of competition between European Union and whole Europe countries, where you can see who is the best and who have to do a lot of homework. And it's kind of LGBT Eurovision, and I have to say that for 6 years in a row, Malta continues the #1 spot in the Rainbow Europe map. And Belgium comes second place for the fourth time, and Luxembourg occupied the third spot on the ranking for third years in a row. The three countries at the bottom end of the Rainbow Europe map are Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Armenia, exactly the same as last year. For second years in a row, Poland continues to occupy the lowest ranking in European Union. This is a warning signal for all of us, for LGBT community, because we have many good friends in LGBT community in Poland. Ukraine has gone down for place from 36 to 40 due to expiration of its government's action plan, while Georgia has gone down 2 places from 30 to 32 due to the lack of clear procedure for legal gender recognition and the risky situation of LGBTI human rights defender in the community. Malta, North Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina are the 3 countries with the biggest jump in score. Malta added sex characteristic under protected ground in the Refugee Act and published new policy guidelines for LGBTI asylum claim, while in both North Macedonia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, freedom of assembly has been improved. And I have to say that Lithuania ranks 34th place with 23%. What it means? It means that in whole evaluation there is 33 position, and Lithuania got only 16 points. We have a lot to do. According to ILGA Europe, many legislative processes have been installed in Europe over the past 12 months in countries including Cyprus, Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, Italy, Kosovo, Lithuania, Moldova, Montenegro, Netherlands, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. We also see the implementation of existing procedure, for example, in legal gender recognition, including in Georgia, Spain, Serbia, and Northern Ireland. In too many countries, progress is stopped because the increased political polarization on LGBTI issues, because some elected officials no longer see the gains to be made by supporting LGBTI equality, and because governments don't see it's a priority issue. It's very sad, and I hope that in the future we can change this situation together. Our community initiatives did not stop even during the hard time of COVID-19. Therefore, we would like to celebrate the courage of our activists and commend them with the Baltic Pride Hero Award. And I will ask Agla to introduce our heroes, please.
The first Baltic Pride Award is dedicated to all volunteers of LGL Emotional Support Platform who continue to provide emotional support for the most vulnerable group within the LGBT community, LGBT children and youth. Started as a support platform for children who face bullying at school, LGL Emotional Support Platform quickly reorganized to provide emotional support for children facing the negative impact of COVID-19 lockdown. LGL volunteers consult LGBT children who face emotional health challenges due to isolation, limited social contact, difficult family relationships, issues of self-acceptance and coming out. The award will be received by LGL Emotional Support Platform volunteers Lina and Emilia. Please welcome.
I think I would like to firstly, thank you. So I guess first I would like to thank you, Agla and Alina, who actually took the hard work and moved towards the platform and created an amazing help that we can be a part of. And I think it's a great opportunity for us as a team, as we're taking this for the whole volunteers team. And just big thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. We love you. The second Baltic Pride Award is presented to Aurelia Ignatia Paungsne for raising awareness on the challenges faced by same-sex couples due to no legal recognition of same-sex relationships in Lithuania. Aurelia told her personal story on LGL's video, raising visibility of same-sex couples within Lithuanian society, and became a spokesperson to same-sex couples who are not able to voice the issues they face due to negative reactions in a society that it is still largely homophobic. Please welcome Aurelia Ignatia Paungsne. We will present this award directly to Aurelia.
Okay. And one more thing, what we would like to tell you. We are proud to announce the date of Baltic Pride Festival in Vilnius. We are coming back in June 2022 with a bigger and more inclusive event. The March of Equality will take place on June the 1st. And we have a surprise for you. It's why we're in yellow. Eurovision crowd is already talking about it in Rotterdam. And we will show you short video with the band The Roop.
I'm so excited. Hello everybody, we are The Roop. We wish to express our support to the Baltic Pride community, and we hope to see you all in Vilnius in 2022. Bye!
Well, and one more surprise. Baltic Pride video. Thanks to Giovanni and Jazu for the first ever official Baltic Pride song. Please look at our video.
Standing there in the dark red dress, and you can't search it.
Wow. Wow. Well, now it's time for your questions. Mes turbūt galėsim pereiti į lietuvių kalbą, jeigu bus klausimų, ir aš tada paprašysiu Monikos, jeigu reikės šiek tiek padirbti vėl. Tai galbūt bus klausimų. Dabar arba tada. Arba galima bus. Tai tada, jeigu nebus iš auditorijos, tada mes... Gerai. Tai... Jo. Tai tada, jeigu bus atskirai, aš tada paprašysiu, I would like to invite a member of parliament, openly gay Thomas Vascavičius, and this announcement.
We live in very interesting times, and each morning we choose between darkness and light. This morning I woke up with the announcement of 15 ambassadors residing in Lithuania expressing their support for our upcoming partnership bill. And I would like to thank you for choosing the light together with us. On this very nice occasion of International Day Against Homophobia and Transphobia, my political group, the Freedom Party, has presented Vilnius with a very nice gift. In front of the town hall, we installed the rainbow bench for everyone to sit and enjoy, and remind every single day that the city, the country, belongs to everyone. After this delightful event, I invite everyone to take a picture together in front of the rainbow bench. Thank you.
And now, probably...
Yes, if we don't have any questions or anyone else who wants to say something, I would like to thank you so much for coming. I think we were protected against the rain with our rainbow flags. Feels very good. We were a bit worried about the rain, but it's really nice to see you all here today on this very, very important day. And let us continue to support the human rights of everybody in society. Thank you very much.
Ačiū visiems.
Ambassador, could we have a few questions?
Yes, absolutely.